All right, welcome to part 2. So I am going to list the importance of the lyrics from Streets by Doja Cat over here in the corner somewhere. And this song will be attached to this reading. All of these songs are extremely significant. So even if it's not your type of music that you like to listen to, I highly encourage you go and at least read the lyrics, as I recommend for any highly channeled song that I get for a collective reading. All right, so as I was grabbing the decks for your guys' reading, this card did slip down, and this is the Eight of Cups. If you guys don't understand what the meaning of Eight of Cups is, this is walking away and leaving things behind that are no longer serving you, and that's your current overall energy. All right? And I want to say this now because I wasn't able to in the first part because I was receiving such a heavy download and channel, but I just want to say how incredibly proud I am of you guys. Also, there's another piece that they want me to talk about just really fast, okay? I know you guys deeply care about your feminines and everything, okay? And I highly feel the energy of you guys wanting to have a reconciliation. However, for a lot of the divine feminines to resonate with your energy and the feminines that are attached to your energy, I really feel like they've been in a heavy energy of detachment. So if there's any feminine out there and you're just now stepping into detachment or learning how to master detachment, this is not going to be for you. This is very specific for a collective that's already been in detachment and no communication and a very healing path of growth. All right. That being said, when a feminine's been in detachment and has mastered detachment, there's a high possibility that they no longer want to be in a romantic connection with you guys. And what Spirit is telling me is to not let that affect you or get to you, because you do still have a purpose, okay? But there is a lot of feminines in the collective that are actually extremely proud of you and are open to this. So just keep your head up and just go with exactly what you need to do. Because I know a lot of you guys are heavily being called from the divine to actually come in and figure out a way to mend the connection in somehow without having an expectation of an outcome on what that's going to look like, okay? Very important, 222 on the timer. So on the first shuffle, I did see the Bridge and the Queen. So I do feel like your guys' overall energy is you do want to bridge the gap between your divine feminine, okay? This could be honestly you stepping into your divine feminine energy for the first time in order to heal these, okay? This could be in regards to mother wounds or something of that sort, okay? But this is really like embracing your own feminine nature as well. And this is really going to help you with the process of bridging the gap with your actual feminine. I just shuffled and split the deck and we're back to the Queen. So that's very significant, okay, what I was just channeling. What is this divine masculine who's watching this, or this collective, what is their overall energy right now, please, Spirit? Thank you. So we have the Threshold. So you guys are very much, in fact, mirroring your divine feminine's energy, okay? They've really lit the way for you, whether they intentionally know what they were doing or not. Spirit still guided them to this doorway, to walk through the door, to break the connection, break free, so that the divine could really wrap their hands around your life, right? So in order for the divine to orchestrate in your life, your feminine actually has to detach from your energy. And I know that can be really triggering at first, right? When the feminine first like has to walk away or pull their energy back because they need to focus on their own self-worth and self-love and self-healing lessons. But like in reflection to you, you take it more as abandonment, fear, rejection, those types of things. So it really like stems all of that wounding, which makes this partnership very triggering. All right. And Spirit also wanted me to just say really quick that so the root chakra was extremely significant for you guys like a couple weeks ago, or however long it was since I last did your collective message. And now we're getting solar plexus sacral. Okay. So there could be a clearing, because as I was making this video, my stomach started hurting really bad. So I'm not sure if this is some sort of health issue due to kind of maybe like drinking or something of that sense, or just an initial like purging and clearing of the lower chakras, like in your digestive. And there is yellow and orange on this card as well. And Spirit wants you to know that like whatever you're purging, you could be throwing up to. Actually, or the what's opposite of throwing up, okay? A lot of pooping, stuff like that. And what they want me to let you know is that you're actually pushing out all of the toxic energy that's been within your body. So it's completely normal for you to feel a little sick right now or extremely sensitive in those areas, all right? The divine also wanted me to tell you guys that they orchestrate in a very funny way. So whether the feminines realize it or not, they still have to go through and heal. You're having a lot of throat chakra clearing as well. But the feminines, whether they want to help you or not, you know, whatever their energy sits and lies at, they still have to help you, because if they don't help you, they don't help themselves, and they sit in stagnancy. So it's like the divine tells us as divine feminines, hey, you need to navigate through this cycle or you're going to sit here, right? So it's like we don't really have a choice but to navigate through the cycles, and then that in turn mirrors to the divine masculine, you guys, and allows you to heal, okay? So the divine feminines were just called to step through a new door into their peace, prosperity, abundance, okay? So that you guys can step into this healing, happiness type of energy, finding yourself type energy, okay? We are going to briefly cover the threshold. This is going to be a little bit longer reading, but I highly encourage, if you're a divine masculine and all of this is resonating, you watch the entire video series, okay? If you don't have time, just favorite the series, come back and watch when you do have time, okay? All right, so the angel number 999 can also resonate, or you could be seeing 909. I want you to Google both of those angel numbers. I'll leave them up on the site as well. Anytime I leave you guys angel numbers, they're either are angel numbers that you're currently seeing, or that are highly guided with this message that you need to look up for yourself. Nines resemble spiritual awakening and karmic cycles ending. All right, so that's exactly why you're going through the purge, okay? And it was weird how I was talking about the divine feminine just going through the door, and you're about to go through your own door. That is the indication of the threshold, okay? The door, the gate, the initiation, and this is growth, individuation, and ease in the liminal. So it's like both of you are mirroring this energy that you know that you need to go through this door, and it's like you are like actually open, like your consciousness is open to actually allow you to walk through this new door with ease. It's like you have never experienced so much clarity in your life is what I'm receiving. They're showing me the Ace of Swords in my third eye. And the Ace of Swords is all about clarity, breakthrough, being truthful, honest with yourself, God's truth, all right? So you guys could also be seeing angel number 111. This is all about new beginnings, new mindsets, new growth, all of that new energy. Absolutely beautiful. And then the bottom of your guys' deck is actually the castle. So you're walking into your divinity. You're walking into your soul purpose and your path. Because who sits in the castle? The Empress and the Emperor. All right, you're really trying to get back to your Empress. And even if this person doesn't physically want you for a union, right, because there's been a lot of stripping over the actual end all be all. And I'm not saying that that's not going to happen, because I know that's like really at the forefront of a lot of your guys' brains right now in your energy, which is absolutely beautiful, because there are a lot of feminines that are accepting of this, but this is going to come with a lot more patience, clarity, and healing in regards to healing and mending the connection. But it's almost like you're approaching the castle and you're stepping into your purpose, your divinity, and your purpose while trying to find your divine feminine, which is going to lead you to finding and honoring your own divine feminine within you, which is going to then orchestrate a divine union between your own masculine and feminine energies, which is absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. I also saw angel number 909 in part 1 and this part, so that number is very significant, maybe more so than 999. Alrighty, and the castle is the palace, the penthouse, and the fortress, and this is visiting your throne of power. That's exactly what this is. You guys, like both you as divine counterparts, you have been listening and doing everything that you absolutely have been needed to do on this journey, even though maybe it doesn't seem like it because everything's heavy right now. You're exactly where you need to be, and you're about to step into your ultimate power, especially when you get done with the detox. All of those chakras are going to be activated, and you're going to be feeling confident, powerful, more so than ever. Go to part 3.